At some point in your life, you've probably tried to win a trophy that didn't even exist. Not a gold one, not a silver one, not one even made of metal, that one made of approval, applause, praise, likes, compliments, the kind of trophy that vanishes the moment no one is watching. Let me take you back to a moment you'll recognise. Maybe you've been here before. You're scrolling your phone and you post something. A picture, an idea, a thought. It's not long before the likes start rolling in. Hearts, claps, emojis. You feel seen. You feel validated. But then days pass. You post again. Fewer likes. Fewer comments. The silence feels like a void. Suddenly you're wondering, did I say something wrong? Did people stop caring? Did I stop mattering? That's the invisible trophy again. Shiny when seen, empty when ignored. So let's talk about validation. Not just what it is, but why it runs our lives and how you can flip the entire game. So what is validation really? Validation is a psychological fuel. It's the emotional stamp that tells you, yes, you're doing okay. But the problem is where you get that stamp from. There are two types. One is external validation. This comes from outside, likes, approval, admiration, applause, attention, compliments. It feels amazing, but it's fragile and you don't control it. Internal validation, though, this is the whisper within. The belief that you are good enough without needing others echoing it back to you. So why do we crave external validation? As children, our survival literally depends on approval. A baby cries, someone comes. A toddler smiles, they get praised. We grow up being conditioned. If I behave this way, I get love. If I perform well, I get praise. School grades, sports medals, social acceptance, all external. Evolution plays a part too. In early tribes, rejection meant death, essentially. Belonging wasn't emotional, it was literally life and death. Now, fast forward to now, we're still tribal. The tribe has just moved online, essentially. But the danger is when external validation becomes your primary source of identity, you're no longer living, you're performing, aren't you? So here's a thought experiment. There's two mirrors. One is massive, gold trimmed, and constantly polished by everyone around you. Every time someone compliments you, the mirror glows. Every criticism, it cracks a little. The other mirror is simple. It's a pocket mirror. It's small, scratched, and quiet. But it always tells the truth. Which mirror do you look at most? And what happens when the first mirror, the fancy one, gets taken away? That's what most people experience when they lose external validation. Their sense of self vanishes with the mirror. Because you're a tree. External validation is the weather. Sunny days of praise, storms of criticism, and winds of gossip. Internal validation is the root system. It's invisible to others, but it holds you in place. When your roots are shallow, you sway with every comment, every judgment. But when your roots are deep, the weather becomes just noise. You observe, you don't absorb. So why internal validation matters more? Let's strip it down. External validation then is short-term dopamine, a sugar hit. Internal validation is long-term self-respect. It's the gym for your soul. Here's what internal validation gives you. Freedom from needing to be liked. Peace when people don't understand you. Clarity to choose your own path, not one dictated by applause. Without it, you'll be a chameleon, constantly changing colours, trying to please the room you're in, forgetting what your own colour was to begin with. So it's a trap of performance identity, isn't it? You ever notice how some people can't rest until they've been praised? They've become performers in their own life, wearing masks, smiling when they're dying inside, posting perfection while drowning in self-doubt. This is what happens when you build your identity on applause. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Applaud fails and fades. Crowds leave. Algorithms change. And if you don't know who you are without those things, then you'll collapse the moment they're gone. So here's some practical tools to help build internal validation. Create your own scorecard. Ask yourself, what makes me proud of me? And maybe it's honesty, maybe it's effort, maybe it's growth, maybe it's being empathetic to others. I don't know exactly. You have to work this out. It's not what others see, it's what you know about yourself. You can reframe criticism. Not every critic is a dagger, some are mirrors. Train yourself to say, what can I learn here? Not, do they still like me? Know your worth every morning. Understand you are enough. Your value isn't up for negotiation, and what you do is different than who you are. You need to audit your validation addiction. If you do have validation addiction, and we see it all the time online, are you over-checking likes? Do you play conversations in your head hoping to sound cool? Are you scared of silence because it means no one's watching? Awareness of this issue is the first break in the cycle. You can use external praise, but it's feedback, not fuel. Let others' words guide you, not define you. If someone compliments your kindness, that's insight, not identity. So picture this, you're standing on stage. There's no audience, no cameras, just you alone. You give your best performance, a speech, a dance, an act of kindness, a form of courage, whatever. No one sees it. Now ask yourself, was it still worth doing? If your answer is yes, congratulations. You stepped into the rare world of internal validation, where character outshines collapse. So just remember, you don't need to perform to be worthy. You don't need permission to be proud. You certainly don't need applause or likes to validate and walk your truth. You were never meant to collect trophies from others. You were meant to carve your own deep into the core of your soul where no one else can touch it. Because fundamentally, the only person who can judge you is yourself, and as the phrase goes, God, or whatever you want to use it in that instance. But it isn't from external peers, essentially. The inner contentment is what we're after, not shallow dopamine and validation.